Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of Moose Franchise. We are in the conference finals, up 2-0, about to play Game 3 and, if necessary, Game 4 in this video. Obviously, hopefully we can get it done in Game 3 and advance to the championship. Well, Game 3, we got Swirly Cutstiff on the mound, who's definitely our worst pitcher, and we get Dennis Martinez, who's on fire, a whip of 0.24, an ERA of 0. And that seems like it is going to be extremely tough to try to hit off him. Also, real quick before I forget, Ego. It's going to be Ego 68 for this game. Last game we played was Ego 66. Obviously, we go up 2 for a win, down 1 for a loss. So we'll be playing Game 3 on Ego 68, which is going to be the highest Ego we've played ever on Moose Franchise. But we'll get into our game, and I think this is what the lineup is going to look like. Going to move Kingsley Jones up in the order and Nixon down, but otherwise, actually, you know what, we're going to put Fast back in the game, back in the lineup after a day off. What am I doing? After a day off in Game 2, and Irene Fast is going to be about 5th. And that is what the lineup's going to look like. Their pitching stats, Martinez, he's thrown 8 1/3 scoreless innings, struck out 9, allowed just 2 hits. And yeah, that seems like it could be tough to get some hits off him. But we've been playing extremely well, and hopefully that continues, and we can just end this series right here. Don't have to worry about it going to potentially Game 4 or Game 5. So Game 3 kicks off. Rock Casey leads off. Takes a strike. And Casey hits one in a left field for a leadoff single. Here's Nacho Crisp. And Nacho Crisp down the line, that's going to go foul. This pitcher does have the get-to-head trait, plus 25 accuracy on the first pitch of an at-bat. And Nacho Crisp hits one in a left center field. That's going to get down all the way to the wall. Rock Casey is going to come around third. We're going to try to send him home. Nacho Crisp is going to end up being caught in a rundown. But we get a run, and we'll just take the out with Nacho Crisp. But an RBI double for Nacho Crisp, and we're on the board first here in Game 3. That's outside. It's the first run Martinez has given up in the postseason. And that one's hit hard. And, over the glove of a diving left fielder, Ron Gamp. And Dingers has a double. What a start to this game. His mojo goes up. That's back up to neutral. And here's Kingsley Jones. He's been insane, batting .737 in the playoffs. It's outside. 2-1. Oh, man, got under it. That was right there, though. Pretty good pitch to hit. Got under it. And a fly out for Kingsley Jones. Yeah, that was right there. Just missed it. That misses low to Irene Fast. That one's hit hard in a left center field again. Fast. Going to have at least a double. Got good speed. We're going to try to get to third with Irene, and that's not a good idea. We're going to be caught in a rundown for the second time. But another run. Fast drives in a run, and 4 hits, 2 runs in the first inning. I will gladly take it. Swirly Cutstiff on the mound here. Definitely not great. ERA over 14. Whip of 2.3. Well, I mean, definitely has the potential. Just needs to be a lot more consistent. Try to screwball away. Fouled off again. Curveball. Fouled off again. There's a call at strike 3. The cutter freezes him. And a strikeout for Cutstiff to start this game. That call is way too much to the plate. Ended up being low. 2-1. Or, sorry, 2-0. Jones can't get there. And it's into right field for their first hit of the game. The good thing about us scoring is games with Rolly Cutstuff on the mound definitely tend to be on the higher scoring side. So it's a good thing we were able to get some runs early. Going to go to second, throw down, not in time. That is an area where Nixon really struggles. Just can't throw anyone out. It's fouled off. Going to third here. That throw is, again, not in time. Wow. Thought I might have had him on that one. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Or, sorry, not back-to-back, but 2 strikeouts for 2 outs for Cutstiff. That misses outside. Uh-oh. Go foul. Alright, that's going to go foul. Left that right over the heart of the plate. And it's 1-1. It's fouled off. That one hit on the ground to first. Jones going to take it himself. And a scoreless first inning for Swirly Cutstiff. Pretty good, all things considered. Obviously, a runner did get to third, but can't really pin the stolen bases on the pitcher. That's more because Pedro Nixon, who's at the plate now, can't really throw. Pops one up. Very high pop-up. Second baseman is going to make the play. For the first out. Another one we got under a ton. Here's Swiner. That's, oh wow. Thought that was low. There's a strike. Early on it, but right down the middle. Another good one to hit. Swiner hit well, right field. That is gone. Let's go. Buck Swiner into the very front row, just over the fence. 372 feet down the right field line. And we're now up 3-0. What a carry to that ball. And Swiner with his 3rd homer. And gives us our 3rd run. Jackson, aggressive on the first pitch, grounds out to short. And here's Jose Tremendo. Actually driven in 19 runs in the postseason. Takes inside. That's low. 2-0. Make it 3-0. That also misses low. Oh, man. Probably should have just taken 3-0. Instead, we get under it again. This time to the left side. And a pop out for Tremendo. Here's George Brett. Go foul. Thank you. That misses inside. Surprised that was actually that close. Thought that'd be way further inside. That misses. Oh, man. Tough one to take right there. 3-1. Popped up foul. Going to stick with the cutter on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Got him. Let's go. I think that was a little bit low. Yeah, that was going to miss. But another strikeout for Swirly Cutstiff. That misses outside. That also misses outside. Maybe the inside corner is better. Not really inside, but I'll take a strike. That is foul down the third base line. Screwball away. Checks the swing. Try a big 3-2 curveball. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Swirly Cutstiff. Where was this version of Cutstiff the entire time? Nice pitch in the outside corner. Stay out there with the slider, although that's way too high. Going to take it for a strike. Ended up actually being right over the plate. Let's try a slider. Better location this time. That's pretty good. Going to take it. Uh-oh. Swing and miss. Left it over the plate, but got it high enough. And another strikeout for Swirly Cutstiff. Here's Rock Casey. It's outside. 1-0. Inside 2-0. Oh, man. Another one we just got under. That's Still going to go all the way to the warning track. Nearly 400 feet out there in center field. But, again, got under it a little too much. That one's right back up the middle. And a single for Nacho Crisp. His mojo goes up. That should be locked in for him. And Casey is still on fire, despite making an out in his last at-bat. Here's Rip Dingers. It's inside. That's low. 2-0, 2 dingers. Oh, man. Front door slider. Called a strike. Try it again, and that misses inside. 3-1 the dingers. There's a strike. 3-2. Oh, man. Rolled over it. Gonna be a double play. And it ends the inning. And the mojo back down to 10th for Rip Dingers. Really got on top of that one. And obviously ended up grounding into double play. There's a strike. Oh, that's way too far inside. Hit down the line. Oh, what a grab by Dingers to throw on to first in time. And his mojo back up. What a play at third base by Rip Dingers. I thought that was for sure at least a single, maybe a double down the line. Oh, called strike 3. Another strikeout for Sprawley Cutstiff. That's 10 strikeouts in the playoffs. A lot of them have come in this game. Here's Dingers again. Still a nice play. Strong throw over to first base. And 3 scoreless innings have not allowed to hit a hit since the second batter of the game for Cutstiff. Jones continues to not stop hitting. In a right center field, that's at least a double. And we've already gotten into too many rundowns today. So we'll just stay at second. But Kingsley Jones with the leadoff double on the first pitch of the fourth. Here's Irene Fast. That's grounded right back up the middle. Jones has pretty good speed. Davis doesn't have an insane arm. Jones is out. Fast does get to second, but Kingsley Jones thrown out at home. And it stays 3-0. Here's Pedro Nixon. He takes high for ball 1. Throw back to second. Fast in safely. There's a strike. Gonna send Fast on this pitch. Pitch is outside. The throw is not in time. Not a great jump. And Fast caught stealing. 3-1 to Nixon. Oh, wow. Hit hard. Right field. Is it high enough? No. Off the wall. And Nixon, luckily that bounced away far enough, because otherwise he was going to get thrown out at second. But Pedro Nixon has his mojo increased to neutral. And that brings up Buck Swanner. Homered in his first at-bat. Outside corner for a strike. And Swanner right back up the middle. We're going to hold Nixon at third with his negative speed. And runners on the corners here for Hieronymus Jackson. Mojo also goes up for Swanner, by the way. He's now walked in. Lifted in the air to center. That's going to stay up high enough and long enough for Davis to make the play. But we do have 10 hits. That's the one area where I do feel our Games and Moves franchise are unrealistic. We have way too many hits. Like, 10 hits is a lot for a game, not 4 innings. That's insane for 4 innings. That's the one area where I wish we were a little bit more realistic. Although, luckily in this game, we haven't scored an insane amount of runs. Only 3 so far. Cutstiff walks. I don't know who that was. Hopefully we can throw some strikes here. That was a strike, but grounded right back up the middle. And the Joyriders set up. Really don't like this. Edgar Martinez, one of their best hitters up. First and second, nobody out. Not an ideal spot. Wow, that did not miss by much. But yeah, not the ideal spot to be in. Down the line, that's going to go foul into the corner. Strikeout here would be really big. I'll take a double play as well. Gonna try to steal third. The throw is in time again. Or, not in time again. Sorry. That should be a double play. Jones, back to Jones. We do allow a run, but able to get 2 outs out of it. And here should be the third out. Dingers on to Jones. So the Joyriders get a run, but overall not that bad. Could have been a lot worse with first and second, nobody out. That's a strike to Tremendo, who's rattled. It's outside. 1-1. And that should help his mojo. Maybe he can get back up to tense as Tremendo grounds one through. And his mojo does go back up. Here's Rock Casey. That's inside. That's too high. 2-0 here to Casey. Again, got under it. 2-1. Make it 3-1. That misses low. That one's hit hard in a right field. That's going to get down and get all the way to the wall. Tremendo is going to be at third. We're going to hold Casey at first, actually. Because that was a great throw to second base. The runners on the corners here for Nacho Crisp. A single and a double so far in this game. Takes a low. There's a strike. That is grounded foul. Down the first base line. 1-2. High. 2-2. To Nacho Crisp. Make it 3-2. That's also high. Nacho Crisp lifts one to right. Tremendo will tag. And the throw is going to come into second. So a sac fly for Nacho Crisp. And it's 4-1. Here's Rip Dingers. Oh, man. A little early on it, but that was... If we timed that up correctly, that's probably 550 feet with his power. 1-1 to Dingers. He fights one off into right field. Casey, we're going to try to go first to third. That's a really good throw, but it comes into second base. So first and third for Kingsley Jones. And Jones grounds one up the middle for another hit. Make it 5-1. Didn't even make great contact on that. And we got a pitching change here. It was way too far outside. Not great contact, but gets through, so I'll take it. Don't really know why I'm going to swing at that. Especially in the first pitch with that trait for Irene Fast. Down the line, fair for Irene Fast. Into the left field corner. That's... should score 2. Jones is safe, and it's 7-1. Let's go. Oh, way out in front. Another one hit through. That should score Fast. Wasn't hit very hard. And Fast is in there. It's now 8-1. And what a 5th inning this has been. Here's Swanner. He's walked in. 1-1. 2-1. That misses outside. And Swanner hit it right at him. That's going to be a double play. The mojo goes back down to neutral. But a 5-run 5th inning. And we're now up 8-1. I'll gladly take that. Last video in games 1 and 2, it was the 6th inning. Today, it's the 5th inning. We've got a big inning, so gladly take it. There's a strike. Double up there. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Sroly Kutstiff. That's a called strike. Double up on that. Let's go a little further off the plate. This one is... got the location pretty much where I wanted, but... just good hitting. Fights it off into left field. Alright, maybe that caught a little bit too much to the plate. Uh-oh. That caught a lot of the plate, but... luckily taken for a strike. And this should be a double play. Nacho Crisp, his throw to first, not in time. It wasn't hit the hardest, so I can understand it, but able to get the lead runner at second, so I'll take it. Dingers, that's past his glove into left field. A 2-out single for the Joyriders. And here's the top of the order. Could potentially be dangerous right here. It's fouled off. Uh-oh. Yup. That's dangerous. I left that way too low. And that's actually a homer. Just high enough. Robin Yount with the homer into right field. And it's 8-4. 381 feet. And definitely not ideal. We could go to the bullpen right here. But I'm going to keep Cutstiff in for this batter. She's pitched really well in this game, so hopefully that can continue. This one hit. Oh, Casey can't get there. Didn't think I needed to dive, but apparently I did. Alright, this is tough right here. 67 pitches for Cutstiff. This guy's got contact against lefties. This is going to be the last batter for Cutstiff if we can't get out of the inning right here. If not, if we get out of the inning, we'll see what we want to do for the 6th, but if we can't get an out for Lopez, then we're going to go to the bullpen. Another stolen base. I mean, pretty much no sense even trying to throw him out there with how fast he is and how bad Nixon's arm is. Pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. It's fouled off. This one hits softly to Jones. He'll take it himself, and that ends the 5th. But the Joyriders with 3 runs, all on one swing, and they've now scored 4 runs in 2 innings. So I definitely would like to limit that. Jackson takes outside. And down the line, foul. That's also down the line, but fair. And Hieronymus Jackson into the left field corner. And they've played these hops pretty well, because I don't think we're getting a second there, so we'll hold Jackson at first. Here's Tremendo. That's a strike. 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2. That's inside. 1-2. Nasty screwball. Oh, don't know why I'm swinging at that. What'll pop up to second. And an easy play for their second baseman. Here's Rock Casey. Oh, man. Early on it. A 79-mile-an-hour changeup. Dang it. Got under it again. I should really stop doing that. There's been so many. Obviously, a few this game, but just in general, a ton that we've gotten just too far under, but are good pitches to hit. It's outside. 1-0 to Nacho Crisp. Make it 2-0, that's also outside. And there's a line out to short. Probably shouldn't have swung, not even a strike. The mojo for Nacho Crisp also goes down to neutral. So let's see. Cutstiff is thrown 71 pitches. Martinez is tense, so we'll keep her in for this batter. We're going to go batter by batter here in the 6th. Wow. Hit well, but foul. Just missed. Wow. Barely. Very close right there. Jones with the diving stop. Flips to Cutstiff for the first down. His mojo goes up. That's jacked for Kingsley Jones. Second time we've seen him jacked in the playoffs. And that just means they're even better. It's very hard to get somebody jacked, but once they're there, it is insane. Although it's hard to get them to stay there, because if they do one thing bad, then it's going to go back down. Alright, so let's see here. Gant batting .091 in the playoffs. But Cutstiff has thrown 77 pitches. The pressure is high, which activates the choker trait. So we will go to the bullpen. But a great performance for Swirly Cutstiff. And the pitcher we're going to go to... Let's see. The only player who didn't pitch last game was Charlie Best. But I don't want to go to him right here. So we're going to go to Carla Tolbert. Even though she is tense, that is what the play is going to be right here. But 5 1/3 innings, 4 runs, a lot of strikeouts for Cutstiff. A great performance. And I'm glad we take that. From a player who's really struggled this season. There's a strike. Right down the middle, but luckily just freezes and takes it. Fouled off. Slider away. Oh, I threw to the wrong base. I mean, probably didn't have a chance to get him anyway, but definitely not when you throw it to third base. Oh, man. Misses low. And it's ball 4. So first and second. Brings up Mark Grace. He's walked in. There's a strike. But really missing my spot. Hit right at Dingers. Oh, that's a terrible throw. Luckily, Casey's able to save that from going in the outfield. But a quick line out. Gets Grace. And brings up Davis. And he pops one up behind home plate. Is that going to stay in play? No. Oh, wow. Just barely in the dugout. You can't reach your glove out and get to that. Ground out, going to end the 6th. And again, they get some hits, get some runners on, but luckily we're able to get out of it with no runs. New pitcher into the game, guy with an ERA of nearly 29 in the playoffs. Hopefully we can continue to score some runs. First pitch is a strike. That one's low. There's strike 2. To rip Dingers. It's outside. This guy also a K collector. Plus 15 junk and velocity when pitching with a 2-strike count. Dingers hits hard in a left field for a leadoff single here in the 7th inning. Here's Kingsley Jones. He's jacked after that nice play at first base. Takes outside. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0 to Jones. Make it 3-0. Got the green white. And that is hit in left center field. Gonna split the outfielders and get to the wall. Jones gonna have a double. Dingers. Oh, he dropped it. Jones might have been able to get to third. Dingers scores. And it brings up Irene Fast, who's 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. It's outside. Inside, 2-0. Oh, I don't know what I'm swinging at right there. Thought about tagging right there. I mean, it's not a huge, a long throw, so probably not getting there. But just want to see if we can draw maybe a bad throw or whatever. But obviously not. 1-0, or 1-1 here to Nixon. Make it 2-1, that misses high. 3-1, that misses low. And there's ball 4. Nixon takes a walk. And looks frustrated about it. And here's Swanner. And again, we got a new pitcher into the game for the Joyriders. 1-0, that misses outside. There's a strike. Oh, wow. Just clips the zone. Did not really want to swing at that. And it is going to be a fielder's choice for Swanner. He's able to beat it out. Nearly grounded it into an inning-ending double play. But inning still alive here for Hieronymus Jackson. Takes inside. For a strike, though. 1-1. And Jackson going to give us our 10th run of the game. That gets into center field. Jones scores, and we lead 10-4. Here's Jose Tremendo. He takes outside. And he hits one in a right field, but the right fielder is there to make the play. We have 20 hits, 10 runs. We're up 6. We're going to keep in Tolbert right here. Misses low. That's hit in his center. Tremendo. Oh, he can't get there. I thought about diving, but I didn't think I needed to. But ends up bouncing in front of Tremendo for a single to open up the 7th. Uh-oh. Fouled off. This guy homered before. Well, they're behind in the count. 0-2. Slider away. Is hit to second. That should be 2. The throw onto first gets him. Double play. That does bring up Dwight Evans, though, who is on fire. But luckily, we get him with the bases empty. And the worst you can do is make it a 5-run game. Misses low. Rip foul. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Try the cutter off that. Hit into right in front of Irene fast. And that extends the 7th inning. Might want to go to the bullpen right here. Yeah, let's actually make a pitching change. Gonna go to Jackson Wilkinson right here. Stamina not completely full, but full enough through 17 pitches last game. And his first pitch here is a strike. This one grounded fair right to first, and Jones will step on the bag and end the 7th. 2 innings away from going to the championship series. Rock Casey leads off the 8th and takes high for ball 1. It's outside 2-0. 3-0, that misses low. And Casey? Oh, wow. How did that not get through? And the mojo for Yout back up to, we've locked in. Where is he? No, neutral, okay. Nacho Chris. That's a strike? That's insane. Inside, 1-1. That's inside. 2-1 to Nacho Crisp. It's outside. 3-1. And another one hit right at the shortstop for the second out. This guy falls behind. Obviously, we've seen that come into play a lot. Although his accuracy as a whole doesn't look great. He's been all over the place. Oh, wow. Dingers into center field. Is it high enough? Yes. Rip Dingers gives us a 7-run lead. Just over the wall in center field, 445 feet. His 7th of the playoffs, 21st run batted in. And here's Kingsley Jones. Gonna go to their closer here. Try to keep the lead, or their deficit at 7. And he's gonna do it there with Jones. And his mojo goes down. See, it's so hard to keep a guy at jack. But we're up by 7. We'll keep in Wilkinson. We don't really need to use our high leverage guys like Best or DeGame if we don't really need to. Make sure they're completely rested for the championship series. Fast gonna make the play. Anticipated the curveball, or the first pitch down and in. Makes an out anyway. For someone expecting the exact location of the pitch, he really didn't even make that great contact. Can Jones get there? No, he can't. 0-2 is fouled off. Try a fastball at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss. Not exactly where I wanted the fastball, but it works. Another scoreless inning. And here's Irene fast in the 9th. Very late on that swing. Fouled off. Again, late on it. Another foul ball. Fouled off again. That time out in front. That's inside. 1-2. And that's grounded to third to George Brett for the first out here at the top of the ninth. Here's Pedro Nixon, single, double, and a walk. He's 2 for 3. Way behind that. Inside, 1-1. Make it 2-1. That misses high. Oh, man. Swung as the ball is pretty much in the catcher's glove. Too far out in front. That's high. 3-2 to Nixon. And he rips one down the line. That is going to stay fair. And, wow, the angles at this field are kind of annoying. I feel like we've been robbed of so many extra bases in this game. I mean, not like it really matters being up by 7, but just a little frustrating. This one hit into center. Going to be a single for Buck Swanner. First and second, 1 out here in the ninth for Hieronymus Jackson. This guy is a rally stopper, making him even better. Plus 10 velocity, jump, and accuracy with at least 2 runners on. Misses up. 1-0 to Jackson. Make a 2-0. That misses inside. And that one softly hit, but through. We're going to hold Jackson at first. We're going to have runners on the corners. Maybe definitely could have gotten to second now that we see that throw. But first and third, 1 out for Tremendo. It's fouled off. Don't know why I'm swinging at that. Luckily it goes foul. That's way outside. 0-2 is low. 1-2 is lifted in the air to center. I don't remember who this is on third, but he will tag and score. Oh, that was Swanner. And make it 13-4. Brings up Casey again. He takes low. It's outside. 2-0. And Casey lifts one center field. That's hit pretty well. That is off the very top of the wall. Casey's going to stay at second. It's going to be 14-4. And wow, we have really just gotten better and better offensively as this game goes on. Not a bad one to hit right there. That one popped up foul. Get out of play. Yeah, it's not going to get out of play. But some more runs in the ninth give us a 10-run lead. We've scored in 4 of the last 5 innings and 3 straight. And Wilkinson is throwing just 8 pitches. We're going to keep him in here. Really nice pitch to open up the at-bat. Uh-oh, that's right down the middle. Going to swing and a miss. And that's hit. Sharp with a short. Nacho Crisp is there to make the play. 1 down. Inside. That's a strike. Out in front of the curveball. Let's try the fastball. Just missed. Oh, wow. Barely. That's a tough take right there. Again, fouled off. Let's see if we can drop a curveball into the top of the zone. Not really. He's going to swing at that? Wow. I thought that was for sure just a ball. Instead, he's going to swing and a miss. I'm glad we take it. And 1 out away from heading to the championship series. Oh, just missed. Now to their final strike. This one hit. Jones, oh, makes the play. And Kingsley Jones puts it away. And we are headed to the championship series. A sweep of the Joyriders. We win game 3. 14-4. Have 25 hits. A great performance. 4 hits for Dingers. He goes 4 for 5. He also scored 4 runs. And we had 9 strikeouts overall as a team. Cutstiff had 7 of them. One of the best performances in a while for Sparley Cutstiff. 5 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. Very, very good performance. Tolbert, pretty solid. Wilkinson solid as well. And we are headed to the championship series. We have made the league championship. Obviously, that will be next video. Game 1 and 2. We'll just continue to do how we've done. 1 and 2, then 3 and 4 will be a separate video, and then Game 5 if necessary. But we got the Platypi in the championship. Both teams swept their opponents in the conference finals. The Platypi have not lost in the playoffs. But their pitcher is also juiced, so that probably won't be too fun. Although, I also thought that about this game. We've been great in the playoffs. We sweep the Joyriders, scoring at least 13 runs in every game. And we have scored at least 13 in all but 2 playoff games. But that's going to do it for this episode of Moose Franchise. We have made the league championship. A nice win over the Joyriders. End up sweeping them. But that's going to do it for this episode of Moose Franchise. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn notifications so don't miss any of their upcoming videos or any of the league championship, because I'm sure you guys would like to see that. But that's all for this video. I do my best to post as often as possible. Be sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central, link in the description of this video. But that's all for this video. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.